The First World War, a global conflict of unprecedented scale and ferocity. While often overshadowed in American memory by World War II, it was the Great War that truly announced the United States' arrival as a global power. Yet many misconceptions persist about America's role in this epical conflict. Some believe the U.S. involvement was brief and insignificant. Others think America's contribution was solely limited to financial aid and supplies. These misconceptions obscure the profound impact of the war on the nation and its people. America's involvement in World War I was a watershed moment marking a turning point in its history. It thrust a reluctant nation onto the world stage, forever altering its destiny. The war tested the mettle of the American spirit, revealing both its strengths and its vulnerabilities. From the battlefields of France to the home front, the conflict left an indelible mark on American society, shaping its future for generations to come. In the early 20th century, as Europe descended into the abyss of war, America remained firmly committed to neutrality. President Woodrow Wilson, echoing the sentiments of many Americans, declared the conflict a European war best avoided. However, a series of events like the sinking of the Lusitania and the infamous Zimmermann telegram gradually shifted public opinion. The sinking of the Lusitania, a British passenger liner torpedoed by a German U-boat in 1915, claimed the lives of over 100 Americans. This act of aggression shocked and outraged the nation. The Zimmermann telegram, intercepted and decoded by British intelligence, revealed a German plot to entice Mexico into an alliance against the United States. This revelation further inflamed anti-German sentiment. By 1917, with American interests increasingly threatened and public opinion turning against Germany, President Wilson reluctantly asked Congress for a declaration of war. With the declaration of war, a nation long accustomed to peace found itself thrust into a global conflict. Millions of young Americans answered the call to arms, leaving behind their families and loved ones to fight for freedom on foreign soil. These doughboys, as they were affectionately known, faced a daunting task. The Western Front, a nightmarish landscape of trenches, barbed wire, and relentless artillery bombardments, had been locked in a bloody stalemate for years. The arrival of fresh American troops, however, provided a much-needed boost to the Allied war effort. American soldiers, known for their fighting spirit and determination, quickly proved their mettle in battles like Belleau Wood, Château Thierry, and the Argonne Forest. Section 4: The Meuse-Argonne Offensive, a Crucible of Fire. Among the many battles fought by American troops in World War I, the Meuse-Argonne Offensive stands out as a testament to their courage and sacrifice. Launched in September 1918, this massive offensive aimed to break the German lines and achieve a decisive victory. The battle raged for 47 grueling days, testing the limits of human endurance. American soldiers, fighting alongside their French and British allies, faced fierce resistance from the German army. The battlefields, transformed into a muddy quagmire by relentless rain and artillery fire, became killing grounds. Despite heavy casualties and unimaginable hardships, the Americans fought with unwavering determination. The Meuse-Argonne offensive, though costly, proved to be a turning point in the war, significantly weakening the German army and hastening the end of the conflict. Section 5: Unsung Heroes, Faces of Courage and Sacrifice. While the names of generals and politicians often dominate the pages of history books, it is the stories of ordinary individuals who displayed extraordinary courage and sacrifice that truly capture the human cost of war. One such hero was Corporal Alvin York, a devout Christian from Tennessee who initially opposed the war on religious grounds. Despite his pacifist beliefs, York's sense of duty compelled him to serve his country. During the Meuse-Argonne offensive, York found himself leading a small group of soldiers against a heavily fortified German machine gun nest. Armed with only a rifle and a pistol, York single-handedly charged the enemy position, killing 25 German soldiers and capturing 132 more. His extraordinary feat of bravery earned him the Medal of Honor and made him one of the most decorated American soldiers of World War I. Another unsung hero was Add More Heroes in their stories. Their stories serve as a reminder that courage and compassion can be found even in the darkest of times. Section 6: The Home Front, a Nation Transformed. While American soldiers were fighting overseas, the nation itself underwent a profound transformation on the home front. The war effort touched every aspect of American life, from the economy to society and culture. With millions of men away fighting, women took on new roles in the workforce, filling factories and shipyards to support the war effort. The government implemented rationing programs, urging citizens to conserve food and resources for the troops. Propaganda posters designed to stir up patriotic fervor and support for the war became ubiquitous. The war also had a significant impact on American culture, influencing everything from music and literature to fashion and art. The experiences of the war generation would shape American society for decades to come. Section 7. A World Reshaped, the Enduring Legacy of World War I. The First World War ended on November 11, 1918 with the signing of the armistice. The guns fell silent, and the world breathed a collective sigh of relief. But the war's legacy would continue to reverberate for generations to come. The war had reshaped the political map of Europe, leading to the collapse of empires and the rise of new nations. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to ensure a lasting peace, proved to be a flawed document that sowed the seeds of future conflict.